Alright, episode 1. Your boy's up to his shenanigans again. I know it's been a minute since the last video I put up on here, but gotta do what we gotta do. I'm coming from the gym, which I'll explain a little bit later exactly what my plan is going forward. But for now, I've been kind of just testing out things, trial and error here and there, kind of just trying to see what works for what I'm trying to do. Again, this whole channel is literally just about my own personal development, getting better at things that I want to get better at, and also things that could possibly make me money. Also kind of just living life as a Gen Z kind of relatable individual. Like, I got a job, I get stressed, like how I handle that stress, kind of bettering myself without any real outside like stimulus or like outside kind of coercion in a sense. So right now, I'm heading home. Gym day was, as all gym days are. Today's Monday. I took 2 days off, Saturday and Sunday. So my body is trying to get back to what we were at last week. So we're trying our best. The other thing is kind of like everything that I do has its own like supplementary support or things that I can do to better one specific aspect of what I'm trying to work on. So in the case of the gym, I got meal prep that I'm doing. I got like the exercises that I want to do for whatever results that I want to see. I haven't gotten the time frame or like any of the planning down. Like I said, it's just a lot of try this, see if it works for a couple days or a couple weeks. If it works, great. If it doesn't, we'll try something else. And then I have my work, both work, and then my personal work, and then the things that I want to do at home, kind of like structuring that out. I've been trying out a few techniques that I'll talk about in a little bit. But actually, no, I hate it when people say that. I've been doing time blocking. And for those of you who don't know what time blocking is, it's basically getting a gauge of what ideas or what tasks you have to accomplish within a day, and then picking a specific time frame to accomplish said tasks in. And then within said time frame, you can chop it up to 1, how long it's going to take you to complete that task, and 2, the time in between each task to make sure that you're not burning out, to make sure that you're actually staying productive and holding yourself accountable to it. So for me, I function better early in the morning. Whenever I'm going to work, I'll go get myself a bagel, and then when I get to work, first things first, I'll check my emails. And then after I check my emails, then I'll write down on a piece of paper like what tasks I have to do, and I keep those papers in like almost like a journal in a sense of activities that I was supposed to do, tasks that I was supposed to accomplish, things that I needed to save for like a later date. And basically from there, then I will see I'm at work from this time to this time, I gotta take lunch at this time, I'll schedule out the lunch break, and then from that point on, I'll break up the day to basically what I need it to be. So in the morning, all the big brain stuff, and props to my brother for this. He is goated for it. He said all the big brain activities, find a day or find a time of day that you're most productive and schedule all your big brain activities for that day. Because that way you're less likely to procrastinate, less likely to push it off. If you know, okay, in the morning I am the most productive, that is when my brain is the most like receptive to information and the most hardworking in a sense. Then from there, you schedule all your big brain activities early on in the morning. And then for the activities that don't require as much brain power, or for example, for me, I am very much a hands-on learner slash an activities guy. I like to break up my day with tasks that require me to do stuff that's hands-on. So I'll schedule all my like book reading, all my email writing, breakdowns in the morning, and then in the afternoon after my lunch break, I'll come back. I am slightly less big brained. I'm like middle to low brain right there. So I'll either go out for a walk in the building that I work at, or I'll kind of just do activities that are not too taxing mentally. So when I do that, I find that I have a lot more like ease going into like the next parts of my day. So after work, I go to the gym. So when I go to the gym, I basically go home first from work. After I get out of work, wrap up my stuff at work. Again, greater detail to come. I'll wrap up my day at work, and then I'll start driving home. Once I get home, I'll pick up my gym bag. I pre-pack most of it the day before, and then I'll put the last little pieces in if I didn't do so the night before. And then I'll go to the gym. And I find that whenever I am at a low brain procrastinatory section of my day, to the point where if I didn't have any of this stuff ready, I would probably just be like, oh, let's just take a day off from the gym. It helps a lot in knowing that half the stuff that I don't want to do, like get ready for the gym, is already done for me. So all I got to do is just drive. And the drive isn't that bad because it's just 18 minutes of driving. And half the time when I'm driving, I'm listening to music, listening to a podcast, all of that. So I'm not mad about it. So with that, I basically just, my entire day has been set up. My entire day has been chunked up. And I become very, very, very annoyingly productive. Much, much better than what I was back in the day. Because back in the day, I would just be like, oh yeah, I'll do this. And then I'll just end up not doing it. So this kind of helps me, stay on track with what I say I want to do. And then from that point on, I basically just, wing it. Because again, I haven't really planned out the rest of what that's supposed to look like. But that's the point of this. The point of this channel is to, one, try to figure it out. If I can't figure it out, at least structure it out. And then once I structure it out, kind of just execute to the best of my ability. Once I got that executed, I'll just keep documenting it day by day. This is the first video that I'm making since the last one because I've been, again, procrastinating. I say I'm gonna do it. I didn't put it down somewhere to show that I was gonna do it, and now we is here. So this is an accountability video to day one, get the ball rolling. Day two is gonna be a lot more like focused towards like, okay, so now that I know that some of these things that I've been doing are successful, what exactly about them is working, what my certain personality would be doing to kind of avoid that accountability part, get myself accountable, and then yeah, just roll on from there, because there's really not much else to do but start. Like, I find that whenever I start a task, it's very hard for me to stop. But if I don't start it, I could procrastinate with that task for like ages. I've gone months without doing certain things. But yeah, so video number one, well, technically video number two, episode one. I also plan on doing like a Friday crash out session of like just me complaining about my week, which there's really nothing that happens in my week except for like drivers cutting me off, all these stupid things going on, like the weather. It sucks. It's been foggy all day, but that's gonna be on Friday, so look out for that. I'll try to upload at least a video a day, if not a video every other day. Because I'm also trying to gain some new skills. I haven't done content creating ever in my life, so this is gonna be a new thing for me. Definitely trying to get used to like the editing software, seeing which software works better than the other software, kind of getting used to like the effects of things. With this video, I'll also have another one when I'm inside the house where I'm gonna try to like kind of chop it up to where it's almost like a seamless transition. So I guess we'll see what that looks like. But yeah, I'll see you in like the next section when I'm like kind of eating my delicious meal prep.